Thank you. Well, good afternoon. I'm Rob Free, President of the Long Island Railroad. Thank you for joining us today in the beautiful, modernized Penn Station. I'm lucky to be joined today by New York City Transit President Demetrius Critchlow and representatives from our New York Sirens women's professional hockey team, who are out in full force with us today, starting with Sirens team owner, the Mark Walter Group, General Manager Pascal Daou, Head Coach Greg Fargo, Team Captain Micah Zandy Hart, and forward Casey O'Brien. Get ready, we're standing with history right now, as the New York Sirens are one of the original 6 teams in the PWHL. So save those jerseys, they're gonna be worth something. What an exciting time for U.S. hockey, especially women's hockey, as our U.S. women's Olympic hockey team won the gold medal in this year's Olympics. And now, the New York Sirens are back home to sell out the iconic Madison Square Garden. What a feat and a great milestone for the sport and the league. Now, I know the league has sold out some other arenas as the league is setting U.S. attendance records, such as the TD Arena in the OK town of Boston. But this is New York we're talking about, and this is Madison Square Garden. Now, Micah, I understand you played college hockey at Cornell. Very impressive. And now you play for the New York Sirens. You know that basically makes you a New Yorker.
I'll take it.
But you got to do something with that accent, though.
Yeah, I'll work on it.
Micah will lead the Sirens in front of a sold-out Madison Square Garden on Saturday, April 4th, against the Seattle Torrent, and avenge the loss from last week. A game which I did watch on MSG. It was a little past my bedtime, though. I'm getting old, so I did my best, all right? But it was a great game, action-packed, unbelievable. And what better way to get there than taking the Long Island Railroad, no offense, with 175 trains operating to Penn Station on the weekends. As you know, the MTA offers plenty of options to see all the action. New York City Transit Subways is right here in this building, and our buses are right outside, which Demetrius will talk to in a couple minutes. You know, we're so blessed in this area to have all the venues that we have here, and we're even more blessed to have the incredible transportation network that we have to take you there safely and reliably. So don't forget to check our website, the Train Time app, and our brand new MTA app to get the most up-to-date schedule information. So good luck to our New York Sirens hockey team, and I'll now turn it over to Demetrius.
Now, you know I had to show some love. All right. Good afternoon, I'm Demetrius Critchlow, President of New York City Transit. It's great to be here, amazing time, history in the making, so excited. Madison Square Garden, this is where it all goes down. They are the New York Sirens. New York Sirens. It only makes sense for the New York Sirens to be here in New York. And so that's why Madison Square Garden is where it all goes down. As they continue for their playoff run, I got huge expectations here. We're excited to support them and support all of our customers that are looking to get to the Garden. And there's no shortage of ways to get there. It's gonna be a great game, I assure you. The Sirens have some incredible players, like the captain, Micah Zandy Hart. Like, she's fantastic, phenomenal, I would say. 2022 helped her team win the gold Olympics. Like, that's a big deal. And last year's #1 draft pick, rookie Christina Kaltunkova has been, knocking them out of the park since she came on. Not to mention Kaylee Osborne, who is a showstopper, nothing going down in her house. That's how we roll in New York. There's no better way to get to the game than New York. Taking the transit system, no offense, Rob, 175 trains. We got more than that in routes. Just saying, you got 14 lines in the subway that you can get somewhere in this area, from Penn Station to 34th Street and Herald Square, not to mention bus lines like the M34 and SBS, which make getting to the subway system, getting to Madison Square Garden, just an easy play. With Tap and Ride, You don't even have to get a Metro card to get here. Tap to enter the system with you and your entire family. It's as easy as that. The easiest, most economical, dare I say, with Earth Day coming, the most environmentally friendly way to get to MSG is via the transit system. Now, I hear that on ice, great moments are born from great opportunities. So, take this opportunity to see an amazing team in action. And you don't need a miracle to get there. Take the MTA. Go Sirens! With that, I will turn it over to Captain Micah Zandy Hart.
All right, how cool is this, right? Thank you to Rob and Demetrius, New York City Transit, Long Island Railroad, and the MTA for being a huge part of making this event successful and for bringing visibility to our sport. We're going to have fans coming in from all over the tri-state area, and you are helping them get there safely, and we appreciate that. Women's hockey continues to grow, and we've seen that growth hit new heights following the excitement of the Olympics in Milan, where many of our players were competing. In January 2024, we, the Sirens, played our first ever home game in Bridgeport, Connecticut in front of 2,152 fans. On March 8th this year, we set a home attendance record at the Prudential Center with 8,264 fans. This Saturday, we will take the ice at Madison Square Garden in front of a sold-out crowd, approximately 18,000 people, potentially setting a new attendance record for our sport in this country. Woo! As a kid from Western Canada, playing a game at the world's most famous arena was something I didn't know to be possible. Seeing my face on a New York City subway, again, something I never dared to dream of. When I moved here 3 years ago, one of my first trips into the city was, of course, for a Rangers game, right here. As I eagerly stood up to be a part of the goal song in a sea of blue, high-fiving people I'd never met before, I thought to myself, imagine if we got to play here one day. Aside from our hometown kid, Casey O'Brien, this is a similar story for all of my teammates. We entered professional hockey not knowing where we would end up, and then New York got its hooks in us, as it does to so many, and it didn't take long for us to understand why. Myself and my teammates are so proud to represent New York and New Jersey. Our hope is that this game isn't just a one-night experience, but a catalyst for the future. As we take in the history, the passion, and the energy right here on Saturday night, we hope you all do the same. Take a moment, soak it in. You now are a part of the history too. You helped us make this history. Whether you'll be at the game or watching from home, and whether it's your first Sirens game or your 79th, we feel your support. And we can't wait to continue to build the Sirens legacy with you. Thank you for being a part of our story, and thank you for reminding me to keep dreaming, because you just never know what might become your reality. Let's go Sirens.
All right, thanks everybody. We got some questions potentially from the press. First we go to the Sirens beat reporters over there. Influencers, social media, questions, anything over there? No? All right. Okay. Then we're going to go to, all right, how about, you have any on topic? Anybody have on topic? No? Okay. One off-topic question. Bear with us, Sirens
I'm
people.
a downer here.
You've been in the tough situation on the ice, right? There's checking and all that, so sometimes that happens metaphorically here with the press. Sam Liebman from New York One.
It shouldn't be as painful as being checked.
Well, it ain't going to be painful for the Sirens.
So I believe it's May 18th, deadline for LIRR. TWU contract runs out. You may have like a double thing going on here. What's going on with both of those?
Sam, I would ask you to sing that question next time for me, please.
Samantha Liebman from the Inner Circle dinner this weekend. She was amazing.
It's May 16, 12:01 a.m., and as we've said repeatedly, they do not have to strike. They just have the ability to strike if we cannot come to an agreement. It doesn't mean they'll strike. They have the right to strike. We met with them a couple of Fridays ago. First meeting, we don't want to strike. We want to work this out. The place to settle this is at the negotiating table, which we're more than willing to do, and we've shown that before, and we're in the process of setting up another meeting. So I would rather stay positive and figure that we can work this out. But I will say, if there is a strike, we don't want to strike. And if there is a strike, it's based solely on a decision of the labor organizations deciding to strike. We don't want that.
All right, Demetrius, did you want to take a swing? Up to you. Okay.
Negotiations is obviously something that we are looking forward to. We have an amazing team of people, conductors, train operators, bus operators. The TWU is a huge force of people that we take great pride in the work that they do. So we're looking forward to having a fair contract, but also making sure that we take consideration all of the inefficiencies within the organization to see how we can do things better, more efficiently for our customers, and provide better service. So that's our goal. How do we provide better service for our customers? And we need our partners at the union to help us get there.
All right, any other questions? Great. Sirens, we want to A, thank you for being here, and B, invite you to now share a little surprise that we've planned for you. Because here at Penn Station, if you look up, you see the lights? Well, we're about to turn those lights Sirens colors, and everyone who comes through, 600,000 people a day, are going to see that in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, New York. Thank you, Sirens.